17-year-old now has 2 goals in her NWS. Got the start in that match. Van Egmond puts on a service. Here's Shaw, taps it in. San Diego's on the board.
In this league, though, I mean, when she scored that first goal against Chicago, the class, the composure.
By the way, that's also the 5th assist this year for Ashley Sanchez. She leads on one-win team of all time. This is a Spirit side that is, again, they've got so much planned for the Kaylee Rio. See the shots so far, advantage San Diego. The season it's been for San Diego. Had a bumpy Challenge Cup, but I think Morgan tripped up. Is on the brink if they get another draw. That goes to McKeown. Oh, Sanchez, McKeown, nice chemistry so far in this match. Rotter pushed down by Alex Morgan. Morgan's got the captain's armband. San Diego, as you see this foul.
It's just a little extra in that late challenge, and the shoulder from Alex Morgan could be a little frustration. Hasn't really had the ball since the goal from the Spirit. The interchange between Morgan and Shaw is really important, and Shaw able to sniff out a little bit of space.
Looks like Kelsey Turnbow is down again. She was a little shaken up earlier in this match as Alex Morgan will check in on her. See the training staff come out for San Diego.
It's interesting right now, San Diego in a position where they're playing statistically the worst team.
Back in action again, Turnbow off the pitch for a heartbeat as Alex Morgan controls now. Morgan, McNabb, scored in the last match against Portland. Shaw has some space, takes a shot.
Jaden Shaw finding some joy in behind the line, receiving it in that advanced half space. Morgan frustrated that she's making that, and the energy, the positive vibes that are in the locker room right now that they didn't give up when they went 1-0 down, although Wave was dominating every way, shape, or form the first 10 or so minutes.
They fall in the standings. It's more just for morale's sake, moving forward with only 3 games left. You don't want to start a slide this late in the season. The halftime break, in control of this match. We'll see what Alex Morgan and company can draw up. Thoughts on this one so far?
It's been all Spirit since the 10th minute. Wave went up 1-0, really took their foot off the gas, conceded possession, and the Spirit made it really difficult for.
Welcome back. We get set to start the second half. Alex Morgan and San Diego have some work to do. Down 2 goals to Washington Spirit at the halftime break. Amber Brooks has a brace here. McKeown has a score, and that's where we stand right now for Washington. And San Diego has not won a game in which they were down at the half. We'll see if that changes here today. Again, Jill Lloyd and Morris Sheridan here on the international feed. Glad to have you with us. This is one of 2 games in the NWSL today. The other one, Racing Louisville and North Carolina Courage, coming up later tonight. So we've got the mid-afternoon match. San Diego, I'm sure, had a lengthy talk in the locker room with Casey Stoney about how to fix some of the issues. We'll see if they make any substitutions right away, or if they wait a little bit on those changes. They certainly know that they have the personnel to make a comeback on this team. Well, you would think that one thing San Diego needs to do is just get Alex Morgan the ball a little bit more. Try to get her some more touches, try to involve some of the stronger offensive players a little bit more, but the problem is that they're having issues getting it out of their own defensive end right now because of some turnovers and strong defense for Washington.
I think it's partly in due because the Spirit is trying to force the ball out of the San Diego Waves' right-hand side through Kaylee Reel and Madison Pogarsh, when Naomi Girma is probably their most comfortable center back that they have. That's comfortable bringing the ball out, progressing it forward, connecting through pressure. Her bravery in possession is something that helps them start that first phase. Playing with the wingers, allowing the 10 to join, creating overloads in those wide areas.
Here's Morgan, undercut by Brooks. And we have a whistle. Alex Morgan is down. You could hear Casey Stoney say EAR, but Alex Morgan is still down after that play.
And it's the long ball in from Kaylin Sheridan, looking to exploit the space in behind the back line. Alex Morgan making a run across Amber Brooks. And if this is a foul, it is 100% should be a pen.
Well, there was a whistle. It was called a foul, it appeared. Alex Morgan is down, and it was absolutely in the box. Amber Brooks with that play. We'll see it one more time. Brooks looks a little confused as Alex Morgan gets up here for San Diego, and Collado. It hasn't been
much of the Spirit players that the referee is going to call a pen. And Amber Brooks she makes herself a kick the ball, and Alex Morgan runs across the face and kind of initiates that contact.
All right, so ultimately it is going to be a penalty. Is 1 for 2. She has stopped a PK from Alex Morgan. 7 for 11 on two of the better players in the world going head-to-head here. Again, Aubrey Kingsbury and Alex Morgan. This could be a game-changing moment for San Diego to cut the lead to 1. Again, Alex Morgan from the spot. She's got 13 goals this year. Morgan got it. Tucks it in the corner. 5 for 5 is Alex Morgan from the spot this season.
Morgan from the penalty spot. She's done it a million times. Steps up with confidence and composure, calmness, takes that deep breath, slows her breathing down, slots this one home. And here's a look back at that call. Alex Morgan running across the face of Amber Brooks. And then Alex Morgan going to
Cliff, and Deanna Ordonez are the two players behind her. And both are 10 years younger than Alex Morgan. Has just had quite the career. As another chance for Morgan. Perhaps this will rejuvenate the San Diego team. Getting finishes the job.
This came from a long ball from Kaylin Sheridan. Happens is the back line of the Spirit have to drop because they don't want Morgan to exploit this. That creates a ton of room for the two mid.
Face, some green is Staub, looks to get back, sends it behind Alex Morgan, who has to redirect. Settles, Morgan takes a shot from way outside the box and is blocked away. Things are getting a little testy, I think, between these two sides. Again, Washington is on the brink of elimination. They would like to live to see another day.
The second ball to try to start their attack from a more advanced platform.
Now, San Diego made it interesting pretty quickly in the second half. In the 57th minute, Alex Morgan was able to hit a penalty, and we've been living at a 1-goal game since then, in the last 10 minutes or so.
space to be able to get those services off into the penalty area where they have some really good threats.
Morgan stopped by Kingsbury.
But Wave can certainly be finished balls 12 yards and in. And this is Morgan getting free in the half space. Amber Brooks pressure, forcing Morgan into a narrow shooting angle.
Girma. Up for Morgan, the touch. Air for Belle Breedy. Well, that was.
And the chances are coming. Girma plays that ball into the back post with a run, plays it back across the face, looking for Belle Breedy.
Korniak gets loose. Breedy looks to swing it wide. Westfall puts it in. Morgan, too far out. Header, it's in! Off the back of Alex Morgan! Washington.
It was very clear to me that that throw-in. Nonetheless, it's a good ball delivered. So much traffic. Jody Taylor does a good job to seal Aubrey Bledsoe off and obstruct her from being able to make any attempts. That's a borderline.
Players, you have to go for three, I think.
Absolutely. The Spirit are just so desperate to get.
Korniak off her head. By the way, Alex Morgan, 4 goals in the last 3 games. He was frustrated. And now McKeown doesn't give 10 yards. Sheridan. The slice to Morgan. Blocked by Vigelski.
What a ball by Kaylin Sheridan. So calm. Just feathers it into the run of Morgan. Morgan brings it down.
That's strange that your keeper and your top goal scorer would have that. Only got 4 minutes left. Again, Alex Morgan, a PK and a header, both in the second half. There she is.
Save from Aubrey Kingsbury. Reads it really well through the combination in behind the back line. Closes the space.
Morgan. McKeown knew, so diving for it. Looks like that did go off of Alex Morgan. Hasn't been pretty for San Diego, but gotta give him credit for kind of willing their way back into this one. Ali